Welcome to the Contractor's Secret Weapon radio podcast, the show dedicated to helping contractors, remodelers, painters, roofers, and others in the construction industry gain an unfair advantage over their competition. Get ready for some inspiration, some encouragement, some proven business building strategies, and a couple of new ideas that can take your business to the next level and beyond. And now, broadcasting from the Contractor's Secret Weapon Studios in Southern Florida, Dave Negri.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another great episode of the Contractor's Secret Weapon Podcast. This is the show where the more you listen, the bigger the competitive advantage you will have over your competition. And hey, who doesn't want that? My name is Dave Negri, and I am the Contractor's Secret Weapon. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I've created this show to share some marketing and business building strategies and some of the countless lessons that I've learned over the past 30 years creating and building multiple businesses. I have a great show to share with you today, but before we get into the conversation, I want to do a shout out to our sponsors and highlight just some of the things that they offer that can help you in your business today.
Running a small business is no easy task, and I should know because I had a service company for almost 10 years. I am the founder of a software called Radius Bomb, and it's unbelievable. And for all the listeners of Contractor's Secret Weapon, we have a special offer for you to check out. If you want to send hyper-targeted, laser-focused, super personalized postcards to your exact prospects using a map while sitting in your underwear, then go to contractorsecretweapon.com/Radius Bomb, and we'll give you your first 100 postcards for free. Just go to contractorsecretweapon.com/Radius Bomb.
Hey, is your phone ringing enough? Do you want it to ring more with highly motivated and qualified buyers that contact you, the contractor, directly? No more waiting for the phone to ring. Just answer that phone. Best Home Services leads are dedicated to making your phone ring with motivated buyers that call you directly. There's no obligation to talk with them. Just go to contractorsecretweapon.com/money. Fill out the form to secure your discount on the setup fee. Do it today. This special will not last forever. Check them out at contractorsecretweapon.com/money. Hey, this is Dave Negri here with Contractor Secret Weapon. I am so glad you're here today just to stop by to see what we've got in store for you. Listen, if you haven't been to our website lately, you need to go there. I've put together some awesome report for you for marketing strategies that can flood your business with customers. And you can download it on the website, front page, get it today. Because these strategies really work. I've used them, and that's why I put them together for you. And for those of you guys that really don't like to read, maybe, I made an audiobook for you. So with this voice, what the heck? Go get your download right now. And so we've got some fun and interesting topics for you coming up in the very near future. Today we have an awesome talk for you today, and so let's really just get into that right now. So hey, today I just wanted to bring something special to you, something that's been going on in a business that I've been working with, and just wanted to run it by you, get your thoughts on it, maybe give you some insight on some customer experiences. And so I think I'm going to call this, it's not about me, it's about my customer. You know, a lot of times we get into the thought process of, is it going to be good for me? Is it going to be good for you as a business owner? And a lot of times we make protocols, or we put into our systems, well, we're going to do this, we're not going to do this, and we're going to stick to it. And then we get some responses from customers that are not real happy with what we've chosen. So let me run by this example of what happened. The other day I was working with this company, and they got a call from one of their very good customers. They do a lot of business with them, and they says, hey, you know, we need to get this done. And so the person that was taking the call said, hey, let me check back with you, let me run that information by and see what happens, and let me get back to you as soon as possible. I need to check on a few things. So he does that. Gets some information from his supervisor, and this is something that they do not normally do because it's not cost effective, and so if somebody called in and said, hey, I need this particular project type done, they're going to say, hey, I'm sorry, we don't do that, but we can refer you to someone that always does and that can do that, and that's a key. If people call you and you don't do something, then be considerate and kind and give them a referral if you can. So this is what transpired. So she gets called back, the customer gets called back, and the caller, from the company that we're working with says, hey, you know what, we just don't normally do this type of transaction. We don't do this type of work. But we're going to be able to refer this to someone, and we're just going to, pretty much leave it at that. And so the customer gets hot. I mean, really hot. And emails the supervisor, and the supervisor emails them, or calls them back. And then this really gets going. Because it really boils down to this customer calls and says, hey, I've done a lot of business with you. I know that you don't normally do this stuff, but you can do it. Why won't you do it? And so they just, basically said, well, it's just not in our wheelhouse of expertise, but we will find out who can do it for you and what the cost will be, and we'll take care of that. We'll let you know what it is. And then she goes, never mind, I found someone else to do it for me. And so that didn't go very well, from that standpoint. So the owner talks with his supervisor, finds out the whole story, and the next day calls and says, with this in mind, that it's not about my company, it's about my customers' wants and needs. So, yes, I know that, we all do have wants and needs, and, they could have called that customer, and the customer, and explain to them, the reason why they didn't do this type of transaction and this and that. But you know what? The customer doesn't care. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. They only care about themselves. So they had to present it in a way that it was all about them. So the next day, again, the owner calls back, and after she finds out what's going on, what the whole story was, she calls back and says, listen, I really want to apologize for what we did to you. We know that you're a good customer. We know that you go out of your way to do business with us, and what we did to you is not fair. Yes, we don't do that type of transactions. We can do it, and we will. I found out, what the cost would be to bring in a third party to handle that transaction, that part of the transaction, and we could do the rest. And we would do that for you. We will do that for you. And we've talked with everyone on our teams and says, this is what we need to do always for a valuable customer, because it's all about the customer and not finding another customer, because as well as I do that it costs a small fortune to get another customer, and the one you've got that does a ton of business with you on a consistent basis, you do not want to get rid of them. You don't want to get them mad on purpose anyways. And so we just, so she talked to her. And of course, during the conversation, the customer keeps interrupting. So at the end of the conversation, I needed this, pretty much like this. By the time the conversation was
customer
over,
was all calmed down.
We I don't know if they're going to do business with us. We value you, and they probably will. And she left it like this. She says, I really appreciate you calling me and reaching out to me that you decided and finding out what my needs and my wants. It's going to charge you this because we called. I do have business booked with you. It's not about the money. It's about more times. February, and we want to take that business to make away, you happy. But we'll see how things roll. We just hope that you will consider us again. You interact with and so the conversation, I believe, went hopefully we can do business again in the future. And this we just don't want something like this that I really want you to think about. First of all, relationship, because our relationship is so it's not about your business. Important. It's not. It's about the customer, and it's about what they want and what they need. Because the person I've been working with could have got on the defense and said, "Well, it costs us money to do this, and it's too much waste of our time, and we can't do it." The customer doesn't want to hear your problems. They don't want to hear my problems. They want to know that their problems are going to be taken care of, and that you're looking out for their best interest. Would it be a pain in the neck for them to do this transaction for them? Yes. But cost-wise, over the course of a year, it is minimal because this person does business with this company, this one customer, at least once a month. And I'm thinking about the lifetime value of just 1 year of doing business with this customer. We have to think. Sometimes we just have to think about, and all the time, about what's best for the customer. Because let's face it, if that customer has to be replaced, we have to go out and get another customer. Then it's going to cost money. It's going to cost time. It's going to cost resources. Even if during a one particular transaction you didn't make as much money as you thought you could, the key is never, ever, never, ever lose a customer, no matter what the cost. So with that in mind, think about that for this week on maybe some of the things that you've done smart and maybe not smart, and some of the things that you could probably do better with interaction with your customers. Because remember, it's all about them, even though it's your business, because they're the ones that give you the money for the bread and butter. Come on, let's face it. So listen, go grow your business. Have a fantastic day today, and just be thankful for everything that you've got, because it could always be worse. But then again, it can always be better too, right? So let's just move on and move forward today.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for listening to today's show and investing your time with us today. Being a contractor myself, I know all too well how precious time is when you're running a contracting business. And I want you to know that I take your commitment to grow your business very seriously. And as I said, it is the reason I created the Contractor's Secret Weapon Show. My goal is to share daily not only what works, but also share what didn't, so you can avoid some of the painful and costly mistakes that I've made. In addition to this show, my team and I offer various training and coaching programs, including a limited number of private coaching opportunities where you can work with me personally to help you grow your business. I encourage you to visit our website at contractorsecretweapon.com, where you'll find hundreds of additional shows, some free information on you can build your business, and you'll find my contact information if you want to explore working with me privately. So that's a wrap for this edition of the Contractor's Secret Weapon Podcast. Be sure to stop back at this time tomorrow for another great episode, or you can go to iTunes or Stitcher and sign up and have it downloaded and delivered to your phone each time it becomes available.
Now it's time to implement what you've learned and grow your contracting business. Great ideas are nice, but results only happen through action and implementation. So learn more about Dave Negri and how he can help you take your business to the next level, get some additional free business building information, and listen to additional shows. Visit ContractorsSecretWeapon.com. That's ContractorsSecretWeapon.com. And remember, the more you listen, the more you'll have an unfair advantage over your competition. And who doesn't want that? See you next time.